to log out. This takes us back to the detective agency. Hey, it did. Made it back in one piece, didn't you? I wouldn't have expected anything different. Still, those abilities border on the unreal. Maybe there's a reason you still adhere to physical laws. Has to do with an structural feel present in all physical organisms. This is all truly fascinating. Pardon me, Koyo-chan. There you go again, sneaking up on me, old man. Oops, I'm sorry, I did it again. Could you stop calling me Koyo-chan? It's embarrassing. That was a childhood nickname. Not going to happen, my dear. You'll always be Koyo-chan to me. No matter how old you get, or how brilliant of a detective you become. How long have you been there? What have you heard? I just got here. Is something wrong? Ah, you have a client. Sorry. Were you going over a case? Oh, this is, well, a client of sorts, though of a somewhat unconventional nature. Oh, just who are you then? It's a secret. I'm assistant detective. That's a secret. Like I said, no one in peculiar, not yet. Let me introduce you. This is Detective Matayoshi. He's an old friend from when my father ran the agency, and I trust him completely. He's the most elite detective the force has on cybercrime. Looks are deceiving, you were thinking. Well, I suppose I don't exactly fit the mold. If I did, I'd never be able to tag along with the shadier element. Oops, a slip of tongue. So, is there something afoot? If it's a case, sit on the sofa and wait a bit. I'll just whip up some tasty coffee. No, thank you. There's no case today, no need for coffee. Heard a rumor about Eden syndrome. I thought you might be interested, Koyo-chan. Let's hear it then. No need to worry about my assistant, old man. This is someone with a rather special connection with Eden. My assistant has the potential of becoming something of a specialist in the field. Let's hear what you have to say. I see. If you can vouch for your assistant, that's fine. The rumor concerns the special ward in the hospital where they're isolating the Eden syndrome patients. Oh, do I need to explain what Eden syndrome is to your future specialist? Please do. A rare condition where Eden users suddenly lose consciousness and are unable to wake up. We'll see more and more patients with each year, but the cause, symptoms, treatment remain a mystery. There's a special ward in Central Hospital for Eden patients. Treatment and a search for the cure are underway. But information there is kept heavily restricted. There are facilities even relatives can't enter. The rumor is that they're concealing facts to help protect Kamishiro's image. This remains firmly in the rumor territory for now. But lately, there have been happenings behind the scenes at Central Hospital. Behind the scenes? Meaning Kamishiro Enterprises, right? Yes, the hospital is under Kamashiro's control. The same Kamishiro who runs the Eden network. Number of patients is increasing and symptoms are getting worse. Now of all times is when Kamishiro needs to come clean and not remain silent. An alarming number of people are being admitted to the hospital in question. The security in the special wards has allegedly been beefed up. This means something's afoot. It's going to happen eventually. Yes, indeed. I think I'll put some coffee on after all. We can toast to the agency's success. Oh, look at the time. I better get back to the station. Sorry, but let's save the toast for another time. See you later. Must not like her coffee or something. Keeps running away every time she mentions it. I'd watch out for her coffee, especially the color and the solid chunks floating in it. Okay. I fear the day is coming when I'll be forced to actually taste her coffee. That day won't be pretty. Hmm? Fresh info on Eden syndrome is hard to come by. Kirishima's behind-the-scenes restrictions are doing their job. The security will only get ramped up all the more from here on out. There's something very strange happening in Eden. Then you show up in your weird body, and at the same time, Kamishiro is apparently on the move. Is that all merely a coincidence? No, it all has to be connected. The rationale is plain as day. No leaps in logic necessary. I'm heading to Central Hospital. I need to get as much info as I can before security is stepped up. I'd be thrilled if you came with me. What? Might be able to get some info on your current state. Seek and ye shall find. Knock and it shall be. No, in your case, let's go with Open Sesame. So she just wants to use me for my powers, is that it? Well, what to do? At times like these, I tend to start off with a frontal attack. Let's try direct negotiations to get us into the hospital's special ward. A frontal attack seems a bit sketchy. What else can I do? I'll give you instructions later. Until then, gather info inside the hospital. Asking questions is the most fundamental cornerstone of detective work. I wasn't joking when I said you could become a specialist in the field, my dear prospective assistant. Become a GP and record my activities in a chart, or become a boy with shining red cheeks. It's really a lot of fun, hehe. Awkwardly staring at each other. Hello? What are you looking at? Hey girl, have we met? Hello? Apparently she doesn't want to talk to us. Guess we're supposed to see what information we can find out. Oh, are you here to visit someone? The general ward is on the 12th floor. Sometimes you see people going to the special ward on the elevator. I wonder if they're family. I feel bad for them. Crowded as ever today. How much longer am I gonna have to wait? Can't talk to him, he's on the phone. I have my own personal physician. All the staff are kind. It's a great hospital. Speak up. My ears aren't what they once were. One floor above the general ward is the special ward. It's meant for patients with the peculiarly difficult illnesses. What did the lady tell us the general ward was on the 12th floor, so the 13th then is where we want to go? So, you want to know dirt on the special ward? Well, I've got some. Apparently there's some isolation ward where not even family can visit. Alright, Did you tell me the 12th floor is general? Yeah, general ward's on the 12th floor, so we want to try and get to the 13th. If you have an appointment, please sign in at the desk and wait by reception. I'm sorry, I'm just very busy right now. We're short-handed with both doctors and nurses. Want to know more about the special ward? I'm sorry, we have policy against revealing patients' personal information. So far, Hi, Queen. So far, we've met a group of friends. They've got their, chat room hacked by someone, and we're told to come to a special place the next day to get a gift. The gift wound up being a Digimon. So, we've collected one Digimon so far. I assume our friends have one. And then we got attacked by a octopus-like creature. Lost our body, but stayed as digital data in the real world. Got our body back, and now we're here at the hospital investigating potentially other people who have had the same problem. Let's go see what we can find on the special ward. So the special ward is for people with something called Eden syndrome. We don't know what Eden syndrome is just yet. This is the special ward. Unless you're family or hospital staff, entry is strictly prohibited. It's me. We can ride the elevator to the special ward floor, but can't enter rooms without permission. It goes without saying that we have no such permission. What do we do now? We take out the 2 guards and hack our way past the door, which is likely locked, to get into the room. This is what I call a frontal attack, but it takes time to prepare and the risks are high. Let's not rely on a frontal attack for now. We'll trust on your ability, our trump card. Terminal in the nurse's station should be connected to the hospital network. I don't have to spell it all out for you, do I? So our character has a special ability of being able to jump into networks wherever he is. Using our connect jump ability. It's gonna jump into this terminal, you know. All the people there, it's not like they saw anything. I missed. Yeah, so the game overall plays a little bit like Pokemon. You can kind of catch and battle with things. You catch them by scanning them though, and the scan happens every time you encounter someone. Then eventually we'll go back to our Digilab, and in the Digilab it'll let us like spawn or build the Digimon. This log out. Technically logging in. Oh no, I guess we did log out that time. Managed to get there without incident, just as I expected it would go. Okay, let's move into action. Get data from the room in the back while keeping an eye on the patient. Give it to me. Isn't that a crime? That's for the authorities to decide, not us. If it's against the law, then the law will try us. But until then, we're in a bit of a gray area. Detectives generally operate unchallenged when it comes to this sort of thing. Hey, it's me. Is this me? Is this my physical body? That was shocking, but I wasn't expecting to see that my own body was in such good shape. I should be happy, I suppose. But if I'm being kept in an isolation ward, then I must really have Eden syndrome. File 01, Eden syndrome. Mysterious illness whereby people suddenly fall into comas while connected to the Eden network. Originally, the term was given to the incessant vomiting and other symptoms common to those unused to spending time in the digital world. But now, Eden syndrome is used to describe the more serious malady of inexplicable loss of consciousness while connected to the Eden network. After an extended time in a coma, the body weakens and becoming more susceptible to complications, and in the worst cases has led to death. Treatments for Eden syndrome. No effective treatment has been found for Eden syndrome. Research continues into treatments and causes of this unexplained illness. Association with Kamishiro Enterprises. Eden is a large-scale digital space operated by Kamishiro Enterprises. Deeply affiliated with government agencies, Eden's business areas are expanding quickly. Immediate improvements in user training must be provided to warn users against long logins. Furthermore, the Eden interface uses Kamishiro Enterprises' proprietary technology, making future research sharing problematic. So they've cornered the market. Why are you here? This area is supposed to be off limits with guards watching over the only entrance. How did you get in here? Did you do something to the guards? Who even are you? Who are you? Are you a relative of a patient? Are you with Kamishiro? Don't answer a question with a question. Answer me. Just a plain old detective's assistant. Wait, is Kiram? I see. Well, never mind then. You came to investigate Eden syndrome, right? Mm-hmm. Well, there's something you wanted to ask. I'll answer your questions. Don't get me wrong, I'm just trying to come clean in order to clear my own name here. I'm in debt to Kamishiro, so if you have a few questions, I can answer them, I think. What should I ask? What happens if you contract Eden syndrome? So as you can see from the patients with Eden syndrome, all fall into a coma. I've heard of no other symptoms. Do you know someone who's shown others? No. Who's that patient? This patient here? They were just brought in. They weren't here a few days ago. Are you worried about them? Oh, you two look exactly alike. Do you have a twin, perhaps? No? I see. That's quite the coincidental resemblance, then. Is there a cure? I've never heard of anyone recovering from it. Someone I know has been stuck in a deep sleep for a full 8 years now. I'm sure he'll be fine. Someday, he's sure to wake up. For now, all I can do is wait. There are rumors of Kirishiro's involvement in some kind of conspiracy. That's a misunderstanding, a mistake. Kirishiro wants to find the cure for Eden syndrome too. That's why they built this special ward and have specialists working around the clock looking for a cure. It's ridiculous that anyone should suffer because of Eden. I've got to do something. I apologize for interrupting such an important conversation, but you have an uninvited guest. Security guard? That's right. We weren't expecting you today. What? Rei Kishibe, making the rounds behind the scenes? I'm curious as to what Kamishiro Bigwig's doing here. We got the information we needed, now get out of there. No need to overstay your welcome. Oops, I've got a visitor as well. Let's meet in the lobby then. Don't rush, and don't make a fuss. Hide, quickly. But she doesn't look like a villain. Oh dear, Yoku. You're well, I trust. That's right, what happened today? I don't recall seeing your name on the approved visitors list. Oh no, I'm not. Maybe I was just struck with a sudden urge to see my dear darling Yuko. Are you worried about me being all by my lonesome? No, Miss Rei-sensei. I was tingling, and I had to come see if you were being gloomy Gus today again. I knew it. This is all so terrible, isn't it? Not particularly. Oh, look at you, acting all strong. But I know all about it. By the way, what have you been doing here? Nothing special. Picnic of sorts? Yes, I mean, no, it's... Yes, dear Yoko, is something the matter? No? Is there perhaps someone else here? Perhaps a boyfriend? No, it's nothing like that. Maybe it's a girlfriend. Oh ho! Shall I have a look around? Do something unscrupulous in that room, or better yet, something scandalous? Oh-ho! Ah! Crap, I gotta get out of here. Now, I've got you all figured out. You can come out now, Yoko's new squeeze. My name is Rei, and I'm tasked with being Yoko's guardian here. Holding hands or locking lips, guiding each other step by step towards adulthood. Well, drat, there's nobody here. Dear Yoku, it doesn't matter. You can bring 1 or 2 boyfriends, or even 3 dozen of them if you'd like. When I was your age, ho ho ho. Now then, let's check in and see how he's doing. Don't you think he'll be happy to see the 2 of us together? Sure. Where did they... Oh. Yeah, we don't want to go back into the room where we might get spotted. Level up. Okay. Alright. I think we will go meet our detective boss back in the lobby and call it a day there for now. You escaped Mr. Dickman all on your own? See, I knew you could do it. Now then, shall we head back? Can't imagine what the shock of seeing your own body from the outside is like. If we think of it like an out-of-body experience, maybe we can find a solution. You're the first Eden syndrome patient to exhibit these particular symptoms, the first irregular amongst them. Simply knowing that is a major step in getting to the bottom of this. Can't rush the investigation, mustn't hurry things along. Stay cool, stay calm. Allegedly, and with all your might, exhibit endurance like a hard black iron. My father used to say that all the time. Back to the issue at hand. What do you plan to do next? Don't you want to return to your original body? Don't you want to know the truth of what happened? It's decided. You should work here as my assistant. What? There will be many cases dealing with Eden and cybercrime. The more work you do, the more clues we'll be able to find. Don't worry, I'm certain of your potential. And while you're at it, I'll cover your room and board. Besides, with your talents, who else is better suited for cyber investigation? I'm expecting great things. Thank you. Excellent. We have an agreement. From this point forward, you are my assistant Cybersleuth. Have a seat on the sofa and wait. I'll make some coffee, and we'll drink a toast to celebrate. Coffee. Run away. Seaweed and red bean paste coffee, my specialty. What? Oh, I know it looks all fancy, but wait until you get a load of the flavor and aroma. Here's to you, Cybersleuth. Cool. Get 1,000 CSP. Save, yes.